It definitely reminds me that I need to play Kingsfield one of these days. I need to find Kingsfield, actually. So what's the next game? An Outcry. I know that there's more lettering, but a narrative horror game, I think that's called. So what's this about? Sudden loud noises, misgendering phobia, what the fuck? Fascism, suicide, flashing images, smoking, drink. The what? Okay, move on. An exploitation of life in a doomed country under the wing of a vague menace. Uh, Quinn K, writing arts and production sculpting. Kite T, art. Bowser, art. Hope, Grooveland, music. OK Soft, sensitivity reading. What? McCree Profit, sculpting. Osco Mendo, art. Leaflet, music. MC Profit. Right. Music 3D63, sound effects and design. Alright, so let's get through this and see what this has to offer. What does the landmark look like is what I'm curious about. Okay, so it's a hotel room. And that's our guy. Can we talk to you? No. Okay, so I guess this is the way we go. What the? Okay, so, there's a window. You guys can see a blank screen. Okay, this is not good. Let me fix this. Okay, so I'm going to have to do this by using display capture for this game because it seems it doesn't work when I try to hit the hotkey. No worries though. Okay, we managed to fix it. All characters portrayed in this story are fictitious. Any resemblance to existing public figures is both incidental and inevitable. And inevitable. Incidental and inevitable. Well, it depends. The game deals with numerous heavy topics. View content warnings? I would say no, but I'm curious. This game contains one or more instances of sudden loud noises, misgendering, fascism, suicide, flashing images, smoking drink. Please play your discretion. And the game is controlled by the arrow keys. Use Z key or spacebar to interact. X cancels. C opens the menu. Please play with headphones if possible. Okay. A distant bird calls the night. An itch. No matter how far you walk, you never feel like you're there. Standing up from their chair, the unnamed tossed a book to the ground. The itch intensifies. They forgot. They need to scratch what is in their chest. Shoes get pulled over their heels. A jacket wrapped around their shape. The door is opened. They emerge. Now they are almost at your hand, in your hands. Almost. The unnamed turns towards the door, then back. They feel their pockets for desired items. Their cigarette, their lighter, their keys. Shit. They forgot it all. They forgot all of it. Going for a long night. They need to get their mail downstairs. Their wrist is slender enough to do that without keys. Their addiction is a different story. They need a lighter and cigarettes. Not the first time they've made the rounds for that. There's a lot of time to kill, but enough time to bum smokes off every one of their neighbors. Yeah, we have to use the movement keys. And I don't want to press pause because I think it might quit the game. Oh. This is an RPG game. It's as I suspected. Oh, that's a doorway. That's toward the window. I think we have to go downstairs. So... Okay. Okay. So what else? C, X, Z, no, V. Okay, so let's go this way. How do I interact? I know I read the damn keys, but I can't recall what I just read. They live on the 4th floor. Better to have everything they need before they head downstairs. Wait, what? The building's elevator shows its age. They'd rather not ride it until they have what they need to smoke. Am I supposed to knock on the door? Okay. The unnamed quietly smiles to himself before their knuckle meets the door of their friend. Oh god, who? Coming! They sway back and forth in their heels, waiting for one and Perrault. The self and the other proclaimed, poet extraordinaire. And there she is, 'tis I, your gal pal. Hi, Anne. How are you doing, girlfriend? I haven't seen you leave your apartment for anything but a smoke this past week. Can't be healthy. What? Oh, I see. Huh. Well, you have to bear with my pleasantries first. Whilst they're hot, how are you? So I could say I'm nervous, wreck, or I'm okay. Let's go with this. Oh geez, you'd keep that kind of thing usually. Is it that bad? Come out with it, young lady. I feel bad. Don't call me that, please. Oh, wait. I'm willing to bet. Ah, of course. I'm sorry, baby. I promise it won't happen again? Yeah. No, seriously. Hold me to it. I've known... I have known this for a year now. It's high time. A beat. I feel bad in my body. I don't know the feeling, baby. Baby. Remember, my offer still stands. It will stand for the foreseeable future. The short-term foreseeable future. Did it, did it help? What help? Well, haha, duh. Of course it would. It's the kind of thing that helps against... Is your dude crying? Oh dear, dearie. Oh, what am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you? Can I do anything? Hug you? Yes, no, please, not right now. What? Yes, no, please, right now. What? Understood. Hey, little one, trust me when I say this. It can get better. What can get better? If I had a cigarette, I'd offer you one right now. I don't even have a lighter. Oh, baby, I got a veritable millions of those. Suit yourself. Which one do you want? How do I switch? How do I switch? Ah. Yeah, let's go for the cool skull lighter. Cool skull for having a chill day. I was kind of hoping you picked that one. Kind of an eyesore, but wear it well. The unnamed got a cool skull lighter. Thank you so much, Anne. Are you coming to smoke one with me? Oh, so sorry, dear. I don't have any to spare. The cupboard and cardboard boxes are bare. No tail in sight, no smoke in light. No smoke, no light. Hail to the flame to burn so bright. Who said that? An extraordinary poet. Schmidt probably got what you need. I can smell his flat from... Wait, I can smell his flat from the other end of the building. Tell you what, if you want to loop around to gossip or need any help, just let me know. Thank you, Anne. See you later. Tee. That was interesting to say the least. Oh hey, there's mail that has been... Oh, there we go. Miss Yames? Miss Yames? No, Ymaz? Or Yamaz? Yamaz. They think that was her name. They think that's her name. Okay, that's gonna trip me up. Honestly speaking, she is probably the neighbor they know the least about. Their paths briefly cross from time to time, specifically when she is following her janitorial duties around the building. As the unnamed knocks, an exhausted voice calls, "I'll be right there." Soon, Miss Yeldrim opens the door. From behind her, the unnamed can faintly hear two young boys arguing. Good evening. Good evening, Miss Yadrim. Whoops. Oh, that's my character butchering the name. It's Yeldrim. It's Yedrim. And I'm butchering it now. That's almost my name. I'm sorry. Mrs. I'm still married. I'm still married. Off to an easy start. What did you want to talk about? Do you smoke, Mrs. Yaldrum? I used to when I was young. For a moment, nostalgia flashes across her expression. Soon, it turns to regret. I used to when I was young. Smoking isn't allowed in this house anyway. The landlord would drop me quick. It's too cold outside to smoke. I just freeze outside, yeah. Okay, since you are on your way out, do not catch a cold. Thank you, Miss Yodrim. Good evening. Could I... Oh, German. Wait. Miss Yodrim can be heard telling a bedtime story to her children in broken German. The unnamed's first knock. She hesitates, then carries on. They decide to leave her be. Okay, that wasn't awkward, but I'm guessing it's supposed to set the tone that whatever memory she had, she probably wasted. I don't know. Mr. Schmidt opens the door. A strong odor of burning cigarettes fills the air, overwhelming even to the unnamed trained nose. Schmidt's fingers are clapped around a smoke from what little of his apartment can see through the crack. It is furnished entirely with natural wooden tables, cupboards, and bookshelves. You, at my door, at 10 p.m. Yes. Yes, me, at your door at 10 p.m. Let's go with that. What do you want, boy? That's not well. What? You suddenly enlisted in mime school? Feel trapped? Feel trapped all? You're trapped at all in a tiny box? Look, I know what it's like being trapped. Body isn't what it used to be. Don't get much out of it. But for Christ's sakes, at least go to a cafe for coffee and a smoke sometime. You'll do good. Oh, missed something. Or I don't know, start a hobby or something. If I can work with my hands on intricate ship models, well... Ha, never mind. You're just a fucking klutz. You could never create anything that intricate. So now leave me alone. Conversation ends with Smith. Typically don't go differently from this one. Maybe Mrs. Elsling will give them what they need. The unnamed had a sudden thought. They were told in therapy to be more assertive. People may have more to say if they press their requests with them, like people with Schmidt, or they'll just. So I'm supposed to get the cigarettes from him. I just need to do it a different way. The long drawn-out groan is audible, coming closer. What in the devil? What do you want now, boy? How goes the shipbuilding? It went from fine to dandy until you showed up. Hurry the fuck up and tell me what you want. May I have a cigarette? Sure, little man. Have the whole pack. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself unconscious with that sweet, sweet perfume. You know my cigarettes are self-rolled. I buy the tobacco from overseas. You'd better fucking appreciate it. And also fall unconscious and asleep. And quit disturbing me while I'm building ship models. Is this really okay? Yeah, sure. I roll like 100 of them all every day. Knock yourself out. The unnamed got some cigarettes. Are they strong? Fuck. Little boy, little buddy. They sure are. They will knock you the wind out of you. Now go have a pleasant smoke and then scoot off to fuck the bed. And make no more noise. That won't be possible. I'll see myself up. I locked myself out. Oh, long night ahead, huh? Well, don't come crying to me about it. Okay. So there's one more person. Hold on. And that's number 6. No need to disturb Miss Elsley. Her temper is hard enough to deal with as it is. Ooh. So she has anger management issues. And they need to be brave. Take the elevator once take the elevator. I hate this thing. The elevator stalls from time to time. They are always caught off guard by its arrival. Come on. Okay. So let's see how the next scene goes. Oh wait. The unnamed slides their hand into the mail slot. They can feel a small sheet of paper. They catch it between their fingers and pull it out. A package arrived whilst they were sleeping. Due to occupying absence, it was left at the front door of the building. Oh no. The Venetia City Belt, a place of the constriction of tenant belts and cheap liquor served to hungry heads. People pass here only ever to get through or by the unnamed should know. Their package is not before the main entrance, but there is something suspicious lying. Oh. In the road they should look at. The unnamed's eyes focus and stare off to the distance. Take a look around. Objects of interest with the Z keys examine with space or Z. When the cursor changes, escape or X to return to the unnamed. Oh. Look out. Okay. Z. Oh no. AFP. What the hell? The Austrian right-wing party advertises full force in this district of the city. Like spores, these pulverizing posters soothe the Cheshire Man's smile into the brains of the discontent. His eyes an unnatural steel blue, his features photoshopped to eternal youth. Every so often the unnamed will linger before one of these posters to examine it. They always contain these strong slogans like in inexorable letter statements like "Our money for the people, no livelihood for foreigners." Oh, great. Let's take Venetia back. Your foreign neighbors isn't safe. Against the lies and corruption we will soon turn out, as plenty corrupt ourselves. Vote for Freedom's Party, Sebastian Shkreli for Chancellor. You would think this might polarize, but the unnamed still isn't sure whether to vote against or for them. Okay. Beneath the many wheels, there's a battered copy of Robert Clover's the public burning contents of the package. It is unsalvageable. Fucking hell. The U6 line is a rotten place full to the brim of people, most of them impoverished. They don't like to admit to themselves. But the unnamed is poor. They've tried time and time again to get a job to no avail. So they keep trying and trying and trying, their curriculum vitae in their dead hands. Not impressive enough. Yeah. That's some interesting reading. And the package is down, so can't do much about it. Cars speed by, all going the same direction, further and further down the bend of the city belts. The odd police and ambulance blare their ways past the unnamed. One time, about 2 years ago, the unnamed made a decision. They would go into the war road and become a windshield passenger, like a bird or a bug. Yes, like a bug. At 1 a.m., they set their first steps into the tire-flattened asphalt. The day's fading heat warmed their shoes. No cars came for a few minutes. Traffic lights had changed, yet soon their approach turned imminent. For a moment, the unnamed didn't care. He brought to mind the light at the end of the proverbial tunnel, a release, a better place. However, some kind of inner conviction forced them back into the pavement. They swallowed their tears until they got back inside. Any reasons, aren't good enough. But sometimes, even now, they still want to go back to that moment and fight their survival instinct. Interesting. The door won't open without keys. Fuck, okay. They ring Anne's doorbell. Door number 100 NR 100/5. Who's there? Me. Sorry, Anne. Ah, you're silly. Did you try to smoke out on the street? Not quite. Come in, you. I'll keep it on the bus from now on. Oh, right. I came here to smoke. Stop for a smoke break? Yeah. They would rather wait until they are someplace more secluded. Okay. Someplace more secluded. Not inside. So you stand. Is it really you? So many plasters slapped into your skin, so many stamps pressed into your mind shape, declaring you no longer a danger to yourself, plastered on scars, faded. Is this the real you? Bending into the tone of your skin, they may as well be written on your body. But they are square little liars hand to you in sheets of paper for their multiplicity. They reveal their ineffectualness to you. What people don't know is that human mind, your mind, is like a home, a barrage of never-ending chores. Socializing is a chore, exercising is a chore, shaving is a chore. Washing your body is a chore. Putting clothes on is a chore. Drinking, eating is a chore. Waking is a chore. But without even one of these, you get worse. They get worse. Their dysphoria screams with entitlement, a sensory perfection, and social acknowledgement that they cannot attain. And soon they cast this thought aside. Okay. What's this? A doormat? Stole per stain. Stumbling block. Substantive. A figurative hurdle to somebody's thoughts, causing them to fall. An art piece by artist Gunther Dimming. Inscribed here are the names of people killed by a force of hate. Here lived a name, a human being, a person, a specificity, damn it, a specificity. I'm gonna stop. A span of time in history, institutionalized or fled, then caught by the Nazis and murdered, killed on a specific date, not the only one on that day, in a specific place designed for killing. Their absence is palpable here. With this memorial, one among thousands. Okay, so it's referencing what I think it's referencing. What's that sign? Graffiti on the wall says something to the effect of "Rent here is shit." The unnamed agrees. Can I smoke now? What is secluded in this? Pockets. Okay. So hold on, can I smoke here? I'd rather not smoke indoors for now. Okay, so let's go down here. Okay, this is where I need to go. Out in the fresh city air, the car fumes dampened by the apartment walls encircling around them. Unnamed things. Time to poison this place once more. They click the lighter, igniting it. Stone sparks firing at gas. The itch in their chest. The gaping maw. The grabby hands clicks its jaw at the cigarette even before it was lit. So a nicotine rush. The unnamed feels like they can focus a lot better now. Their mind has traveled out of their body like carbon monoxide. Copy of them was sent to a safe place, saved. Oh, this is a saving. 20 cigarettes left, 15 slots diminished, now one. They had better make the most of that. An outcry. And okay. There we go. The unnamed watches their exhaust travel about restless like a restless tray. They snap out of their nicotine stupor as the sound of a distant outcry is carried to them. Its its reverberations felt far and wide, amplified by the surrounding walls. What? What? Follow, ignore. So choice options. Interesting. Let's see if we follow. Okay. Something has burrowed itself deep in the unnamed brain. A conviction, a steadiness. There's nothing more here. They should go talk to Anne. Okay. What the heck? A still bird is perching from its brickwork. Its gaze is strangely piercing. And the unnamed spike. That's very particular. And City Bike. She brings her groceries home with that. They believe this bike belongs to a kid that lives here. That's gonna take some getting used to. Just, hello? Hello? Oh well. Oh hell. Oh hell. Stop and linger for a spell. What? Whoa. Never mind. Never minds the never minds. Bill the indifference is unkind. Nameless see the birdness he on the pricks. What? What the fuck? Nameless better suck it up. Questions asked from Birdness Mall. This is not the final straw. Should this not be well explained? What makes birdness so disdained? People don't hate birds, I'm sorry. You're just creeping me the hell out. Terrific is the birdness he. Think again and pray for thee. Terrific birdness. This is asinine. Insults my injured heart. Apologies to blight this insight. Apologies, you blight insight. Look, I don't care about you right now. You glowing hallucination. I need to go back inside. What would nameless hearts and mouths yet defend from birdness bleaks? What? You threatening me? Did you or did you not follow an outcry? I did. Then get KKK. So this outcry, is it gonna be something that delves deeper into this? The building bulletin board. There are 4 notices. Will you examine? Notice delivery drivers. Dear post due delivery drivers, 1. This fine building's door numbers start at the top and end at the bottom. The lower the apartment's number, the further upstairs it is. The last shall be the first, as familiar sentiments, I'm sure. 2. If you arrive after dark, do not attempt to use any light switches and do not shine your flashlight into any of the residents' windows. People are trying to sleep. 3. If you decide to make your discouragements known through vandalism, I will not hesitate to call the police. If you were able to read this notice, please find Mrs. Isma Yodrim, our brave janitor, at door number 7. I'm very sorry for your convenience. Regards, landlord. There's a notice in Turkish written with careful, blue, concise curvices. I'm not gonna try. Posted underneath. Yon Kolay Gislin. Light's not working? Dear concerned resident, I have received your notice regarding the wiring of your halls and its present incapacitation. It was heard loud and clear. From henceforth, rent will be doubled, so as you account for being required by your request to save up for a complete electrical overhaul of the building. This house is from the 1930s. Its wiring is irreparably obsolete. It lies outside my power to fix it. Unless you feel personal responsibility to right this wrong, I suggest you bring a flashlight with you at night or move out. I'm very sorry for your inconvenience. The landlord. No fire extinguishers? Dear concerned residents, while I harbor some measure of goodwill towards these distressed by the darkness of these halls, I do not recognize your complaint at all. The notion that this building or any building in the inner city at all could catch fire is preposterous. I suggest that, as you worry of perishing in a fire is so great, you purchase your own personal extinguisher, maintain it regularly, and stop smoking in your abode. There's only ever a fire where there's smoke, and he who is guilty prefers to point at his fellow men. I am very sorry for your convenience, the landlord. So the landlord's an asshole. Okay. Interesting. Goober G, Bernhoff BF, Steinschaden A, Yodrim E. Make a payment immediately. To violate the need for legal action and eviction, I too need to make a living. I am very sorry for your inconvenience. Cobras G, Bernhoff F, Steingladen A, Wildrim E. Okay. Okay, so that's all the bulletin boards. Stuff read. Okay, so now I could, perhaps this isn't the time now. I can't go back inside, can I? The door is still locked. They should go talk to Anne. Right. Um, uh, Anne? Come on, please. Someone murdered her. Oh, birds. Anne, help me, please? For the love of goodness, baby, I am in the middle of writing that bastard of a smuggler book. What gives? Oh, oh God. Is everything alright, baby? Did something happen? Can you call me a locksmith, please, Anne? Um, oh, darling, of course. You should have said you needed one sooner. Poor baby, all alone in the cold and dark, and pinches her cheek. Hey, come on. Oh, pinches my cheek. Come on in. I've got some writer's block solvent open, so feel free to have a sip as well. We'll warm you up. Okay? Demo's still continuing. Come on, have a seat. What's your poison? Very roomy. I thought you only had one kind. Baby, you need to. Hold on, my microphone. Baby, you need to do your homework on all things, and if you truly thought of that, how would how do you want to cure your tyrannical slump tonight? Martini, bourbon. Why not? Alright, MX Bond. MX? Alright, MX Bond. But I'm not fixing you a second one if you don't like it. Interesting. So tell me, what's eating you? Um, you always do need to get that coaxed out of you, huh? Come on, have your first sip of the truth serum. It might help. Gah. Ah. Okay. Well, baby, let me ask you again. What's eating you? I'm scared for my mental health. Oh dear. Baby, it's a good thing you came to me. Just remember, I got drinks. So, there's little ice cubes as well. Use them if you need. No, it's not that. I saw a bird. I saw a bird. I heard a bird speak. Oh, the birds are speaking to you? Um, I think I see your point now. Well, this is a daft little question, but what you what did it say? So it So there was this horrible sound first, like at the end of an era of peace, the start of an era of terror. It felt like I couldn't stand by and I had to take some kind of action, and I saw no other choice but to. I heard the sound too. Huh? Yeah, it spooked the hell out of me. Thank Christ I wasn't the only one. Boots marching, and sirens wailing, and screams within screams, whispers, walking around, going door to door. Yeah, that was it. I have been in frightening situations, but whatever it was we heard was otherworldly. So, what's of the bird? Its eyes were orange, and its beak was long, and its plumes gray. It was no crow, or jackdaw. And what did it say? It said that I had insulted it, and that I should apologize for making light of it. Peculiar, this whole affair. Well, I'm sure you're just spooked, like myself. There must be a logical explanation for the sound and what you heard. I'll call your locksmith now. Thank you so much. Don't mention it, baby. There's a poem here that Anne wrote. A love verse. There can be no such thing as doves. They aren't real. They aren't real. Enough has touched, enough has marred, and I, a thing of broken heart, was speckled and scarred sufficiently. Hold on, hey, don't just read any dang old thing you find in my place, Egg. Sorry. I'm imagining he's stuttering. Can I go through here? Hold on, hey, don't snoop in there, please. Okay. Can I talk to you? It's strangely dark out for the city at night. Anne finishes her phone call. He says he's in the area. He'll be knocking on no... Now. Oh hell, I left the thing on auto buzz. I did hear traffic when he was around. Maybe it was just that close by? I suppose I should check. I suppose so, too. Are you going to finish your drink? Yeah. Huh, if it's any consolation, I came up with something I hated too. A cosmopolitan bottoms up. Cosmopolitan. Hey, you. Yeah? Whatever is happening, I think rest would do you lots of good tonight. Sleep well, little one. Thank you, Anne. Be safe. Okay, so it continues. So now we have to go back to our room. Or do we have to go downstairs? Too tired to go downstairs, right? Okay. How about the elevator? Too tired to go downstairs right now, okay. So we have to go back to our room. Roger. In the moment of most choices, you don't realize you're making one. Little dominoes tumble, gears click into place, and much, much later, you'll see what changed. Okay, you have chosen your Wait, you have chosen for the unnamed, knowing that their choice is all they are. Keep watching your diorama. Keep playing with your doll. Uh. Huh? The locksmith must have. Weird. I'm guessing it has nothing to do with the locksmith. Okay. Their fridge opens against the kitchen counter, meaning they have to walk around its door. Oh. And get the food they're preparing out. It is a minor annoyance, nothing more, but it is one among many in this apartment. The unnamed chooses to joke about it. There's nothing else they really can do. The unnamed's laptop, a piece of shit, in a half-broken limbo, held together with technical know-how alone. They really need a new one, but can't really save up sufficiently to get one. Rent is more important. Sometimes they wonder what it would be like to still get Christmas gifts from family. It's a tight squeeze between the oven door and the adjacent cupboard, so everything is just tightly. Wait, is that a belt? A bicycle chain for their project. Power cells for their project. A lofty goal for somebody as poor as them, maybe, but they just really want an electric bike. Shelves filled with books, column to column. The unnamed CD collection sits at the bottom. The unnamed notices their favorite CD among them, Espoir's self-titled album. Espoir, something like that. Bedside table and lamp. Why did they leave their keys in there? There's also a half-empty pack of cigarettes tucked away in this drawer. The unnamed got 5 cigarettes. Okay. That's a book. They left the complete plays of Bertolt Brecht on the table ground earlier. The unnamed is too tired right now to put this heavy book back on its shelf. Really? The chair was acquired a year ago. They terrorized the entire U6 line, getting it home, but it was free. Free is all they can afford these days. Bathroom. The unnamed hates looking at themselves in the mirror. It's pitch black outside. Usually there would be a faint glow of street lamps, peculiar. A toilet. That must be a shower. Nothing comforts the unnamed more inevitably than their twig-like shape than showers. Dysphoria gnaws at them as they get clean. Through this has recently changed for the better. It's still not easy. So a lot of things tend to bother this dude. Or dudette. I don't know. The unnamed's unmade bed. Go to bed? I guess that's the only thing I can do. Oh, that's the radio. Okay. I know it's kick. Yields. I have been. scared to inform that the Australian pope yielding to force their beating wings overshadow all. End of demo. Oh, that's it. Well, give me a sec. I want to switch screen real quick. Well, it's definitely an RPG Maker game. And I take it that's... Well, that's the nameless, but seeing what he looks like up close gives me a good idea. The purpose of this guy, I'm guessing, is a blank slate for the player. Something like that. But overall, it's definitely an RPG Maker game.